everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to class episode 3. I hope you're all doing really well. Once I've done this episode, I'm halfway through. I think it's only a 6-parter. My laptop's currently shut, so I can't tell. So it's going to be very, very bizarre getting through this show as quickly as I'm going to be through it. I'm sure there's many reasons why they didn't do a series 2. I assume it just didn't have maybe the popularity they were hoping for. But so far, I'm having a good time. And this one, because I watched the next time at the last episode, looks very, very scary. So I'm very intrigued for this episode. The full length is over on Patreon as always. Let's go. That was a nice little story. She's only 14, isn't she? So she was 12. Is the light flickering? Flipping hell.
The stroke came so suddenly. One moment I was here.
And the next you were gone.
There's so much that I wanted to say to you.
You're not him.
I am. I'm a part of you, Puddle.
I'm out of here.
I'm your father, Jasper.
Don't touch him, for goodness sake.
I don't think I'm dealing with this very well. Did this really happen? Because of course I'll get it. I once led an army. Yes, all right. Yeah, you aren't supposed to just drop by in this country.
Someone just knocked on my window.
That's weird.
I'm on the first floor.
This is getting a little bit
Hello, Andra.
scary.
No one knows that name. No one alive knows that name. Ram?
Oh, come on.
Ram? What's happening?
This is not fair.
Holy Mother of Kanye. Rachel. Surely you recognize your own sister. How? How are you here?
That's a story and a half.
I ain't going nowhere.
You aren't going anywhere.
The correct words aren't always the right ones.
Oh, that's true, isn't it? That's what I always used to say to you.
And that's what my dad used to tell me.
Fair enough, alright.
Why are you here?
If you take my hand, I can ease your pain. Our souls will connect.
Yeah, and then you'll
So
be
when
in.
it comes to your time, many years from now, you'll be able to find me.
You can stay here as long as you need. What if that's forever? It's forever. You know, these weeks with you, I knew you were different, but now that I know why, it doesn't matter. Because you are still you in all your strangeness.
We found a few souls we could help, but we'd like to help more. Right, so this is a sales pitch, and you've chosen a human picture of my sister to be your mouthpiece.
Sales pitch.
Tell me again why I shouldn't kick your ass right now. The Shadowkin attack happened so fast, sister.
You hesitate. You're wondering.
If she touches him, I'll be furious because she's meant to be a clever woman.
So much I wanted to tell you. So much I wanted to say.
I know, son. Take your mother's hand and tell her.
Mama.
Son.
Okay, they can move.
How about that fight? Matron's rules. No mercy.
If they could just grab her.
That would get in the way. It's our limitation. Tell me why you call me Puddle.
We were watching the regimental horses at Hyde Park. One of them did an absolutely enormous wee, and you, not knowing what it was, jumped right into it. Puddle, 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 you said. Horse wee everywhere.
That doesn't prove anything though. The knowledge is in his brain.
That's just not... That's not even the third weirdest thing I've seen this month.
Shaking.
Well, the world's ended. The dead have come back for us.
Maybe. Maybe there's another explanation.
Do you always have to be so goddamn sensible?
Do you remember what you said to me the last time you saw me? That if I ever saw you again, I'd rip your heart out with my bare hands and make you watch. Good times. Well, I'd like to see you try. And maybe you'll cry with it. Make me cry. He was always away on tour, so we didn't see him very much. But it was nice when we did. And then it got less nice. He drank a lot. My mum was in the passenger seat, and that's why she's paralysed. I was sitting in the back, but I didn't get hurt. He said it was a suicide attempt. He wasn't thinking straight, but he still went to prison for it. And that's why I'm so goddamn sensible. You're still shaking.
I have a lot to say.
I thought you were just giving me time to say goodbye. And this is how you'll do it.
Hey, have you seen the scar? Who's this?
Oh, finally.
Finally what?
Finally you've come down from your little love nest and are therefore implicitly under threat. Which means I can finally find out who this infuriating Wolverine actually is. What?
2-3 some. Then left. They're in the corner. Where's the castle?
Where's the rest of her?
Wouldn't you shout her name just in case she was close to touching him?
What happens when I take your hand?
You become free. Free from pain. Free from worry. Free from this grief that haunts you. Very well. No.
Oh God.
Something's happening.
Release.
Where did she get that? She's resourceful. You're right.
How did you manage to win it? Oh,
anything?
Yeah, I just said that.
Did you guys see anyone?
I saw Rachel. Tell me about it.
My dad's the wrong kind of lost.
Saw my parents, but only briefly. Our bond was not strong. We've got different ones that are stronger.
We all do. We put it together. Finally, we did something as a team.
God, I'm gonna vomit.
Okay, I just feel like I feel very conflicted about this show because that premise was great, right? I really liked that premise, but there is just something missing for me, and I don't know what it is. Well, what I think it is, I think it's the acting. It could be the writing. Again, I'm not in TV, so I don't know what specifically it would be. Tanya's performance in that was convincing, but also frustrating. The idea that the Lankin, that these, I don't know, the April and Ram kissing, for me personally, was just so not relevant. I don't know, just it was something that I just don't personally think had any business happening. I don't know that obviously I don't know the difference in timescale between episode 2 and episode 3, but he is mourning deeply Rachel, and there's been no connection between April and Ram, and then all of a sudden she tells her story about her dad and they kiss. That to me just, I don't know, it's like, oh, someone tells you a sad story and they're of the gender that you fancy and then you kiss them. I don't know, like there's been nothing between Ram and April, and then all of a sudden there's a connection. I just find that a little bit unbelievable. I can't remember the guy's name. The alien guy. That's how bad this is. Not bad this is, how bad my memory is. The one who's in a relationship with Matthias. I just am not connecting, and I think that's the issue. There's some bits of writing that I just think they're trying to pass off some moments as a little bit light and funny, whereas actually I don't think we needed any of that in the episode. That episode was dark and should have been darker. I don't know. There was just something about that episode that just didn't quite hit. It had the potential to be great. I didn't overly enjoy this idea that Tanya gave her dad her anger and bitterness. Like, when you saw the Lankin originally, that man, the woman took her son. It was like she took him and it was like, boom, gone. Whereas you're telling me that Tanya's anger was so strong that it affected the bond between her and her dad, and it meant that her dad let go, and then the bus being driven into one of the tentacles meant that the Lankin then just disappeared. And that bit, I just think, what? It just didn't quite hit, but I enjoyed the premise, and I enjoyed the little bit of jump scares we had with Rachel appearing and the dad appearing, but apart from that, I just didn't really feel much. And I said it in episode 1, I feel like they've just tried to jump too quickly into these characters, and I don't really know what I mean by that, but like April and Ram, no. And I also just feel like everyone's got a bit of a sob story, and I know we all have stuff happen to us. Like, there was parts of that episode that I did relate to, but it's all just feeling a little bit like, oh yeah, so I had this happen to me and I had this happen to me, and I don't know. I just feel like we all have a story, but I don't necessarily expect them all to come out by episode 3. I expect these stories to like slowly unravel. I don't know. Something just did not connect for me with that episode. And I would be so intrigued about your thoughts and opinions on that, because I know so many of you love this show, and I'm not enjoying it, but there is just something, there's like the spark is not there, the writing's not hitting, the acting's not hitting, something is not pulling me in. And I would just love to hear your thoughts as to what you think that could be for me. But I'm excited for episode 4. Like I said, it's not like I don't dread watching this show. I'm just wanting something, and I don't know what that is. And if you know what that is, please let me know. But I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I will see you very soon for episode 4.